Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name is Amy. I am an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We are in the NIV, and we are in the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 13. Samuel rebukes Saul. Saul was 30 years old, and then we have a footnote in here of E. A few late manuscripts of the Septuagint Hebrew does not have him being 30 years old when he became king, and he reigned over Israel 42 years. And next to the 40 dash has a footnote down here, F, that is saying that see the round number in Acts 32, 21, that gives 42, right? Hebrew, though, does not have the 40 portion, so, and then it has Saul, the next thing, for 42 years, Saul, G, right? One other footnote. So in some versions it says, where is it? Right here, yeah. And when he had reigned over Israel 2 years, he chose 3,000 men from Israel. 2,000 were with him at Michmash and in the hill country of Bethel. 1,000 were with Jonathan at Gibeah in Benjamin. The rest of the men he sent back to their homes. Jonathan attacked the Philistines at the outpost of Geba, Geba, and the Philistines heard about it. Then Saul had the trumpet blown throughout the land and said, "Let the Hebrews hear." So all Israel heard the news. Saul has attacked the Philistine outpost, and now Israel has become a stench. A stench to the Philistines. And the people were summoned to join Saul at Gilgal. The Philistines assembled to fight Israel with 3,000. All right, 3,000's got a footnote. Some Hebrew, Septuagint manuscripts and Sirach Hebrew says 30,000 chariots. So anywhere from 3 to 30,000 chariots. 6,000 charioteers, which is like anywhere from 3 to 30,000 chariots, and you have either double or not nearly enough people to steer them, and soldiers as numerous as the sands on the seashore. That's a lot of people. I feel like that's a very big exaggeration. They went up and camped at Michmash, east of Beth Aven. When the men of Israel saw that their situation was critical and that their army was hard pressed, they hid in caves and thickets among the rocks and in the pits and the cisterns. Some Hebrews even crossed the Jordan to the land of Gad and Gilead. Saul remained at Gilgal, and all the troops with him were quaking with fear. Oh, that's not good. Quaking with fear. What's the matter? I thought they wanted a king for confidence. They don't think their king can lead them. He waited 7 days, the time set by Samuel. But Samuel did not come to Gilgal, and Saul's men began to scatter. So he said, "Bring me the burnt offering and the fellowship offering," traditionally called the peace offering. And this is a very big no. And Saul offered up the burnt offering. Just as he finished making the offering, Samuel arrived, and Saul went out to greet him. "What have you done?" asked Samuel. Saul replied, "When I saw that the men were scattering, and that you did not come at the set time, and that the Philistines were assembling at Michmash, I thought, now the Philistines will come down against me at Gilgal, and I have not sought the Lord's favor. So I felt compelled to offer a burnt offering. You have acted foolishly," Samuel said. "You have not kept the command of the Lord your God. You have not kept the command the Lord your God gave you. If you had, he would have established your kingdom over Israel for all time. But now your kingdom will not endure. The Lord has sought out a man after his own heart and appointed him leader of his people, because you have not kept the Lord's commands." Then Samuel left Gilgal. The Hebrew Septuagint, Gilgal, and went on his way. The rest of the people went after Saul to meet the army, and they went out to Gilgal. Okay. Then Samuel left Gilgal and went up to Gibeah in Benjamin, and Saul counted the men who were with him. They numbered about 600. Israel without weapons. Saul and his son Jonathan and the men with him were staying in Gibeah in Benjamin, while the Philistines camped out at Michmash. Raiding parties went out from the Philistine camp in 3 detachments. One turned at Ophrah, it's Ophrah, in the vicinity of Shual, Shual. Another at Beth Horon, Horn, and the third towards the borderland overlooking the valley of Zeboim, Zeboim, facing the desert. Not a blacksmith could be found in the whole land of Israel, because the Philistines had said, "Otherwise the Hebrews will make us swords or spears." So they didn't have anybody with the knowledge of blacksmithing, because when the Philistines were over them, they got rid of all their blacksmithers. Like, they got rid of all the people with the knowledge of blacksmithing. So Israel went down to the Philistines to have their plowshares, mattocks, axes, and sickles sharpened. The price was 2/3 of a shekel. That's F. Hebrew pim, that is about 1/4 of an ounce, or 8 grams, for sharpening plowshares and mattocks, and 1/3 of a shekel, that is about 1/8 of an ounce, or about 4 grams, for sharpening forks and axes, and for repointing goads. Those are like tools. It's just resharpening tools. So on the day of battle, not a soldier with Saul and Jonathan had a sword or a spear in his hand. Only Saul and his son Jonathan had them. So truly going into battle with farmers and farmer equipment, because of the way they had been oppressed. So if you want to find out what happens, though, friends, you're going to have to come back and watch the next video. Until then.